afternoon everyone, WII here for unboxing the North American edition of The Last Story. I have never forgot that this game was coming out in America, but I wasn't really sure if I would have done a video about it, but after the first glance at the packaging, I decided I had to. Let me say this now, Xseed did a wonderful job with The Last Story, with just one nitpick, which I'll illustrate right away. This is how I received the game. The soundtrack is outside the box. Not a really big deal, and because it is not a case but is just a sleeve, it fits without problems into the main box. I think that the soundtrack is a pre-order bonus, so this is kinda understandable. But before describing the box, it's hard not to notice these two flaps on the front cover, which are part of a rather clever idea from Xseed. These flaps are connected, and at the back they hold what would have been the back cover of any other game, with screenshots, a brief recap of the game, contents of this edition, and the usual legal stuff. On the front they hold the company's logos, ESRB ratings, and so on. And you can just take this away to have a very classy box. Very beautiful. No logos, the artworks are printed in low relief, giving both covers and the right side a very elegant look, with the other three sides showing off a book-like pattern. As you can see, these sides are shorter than the rest, and the net result is that the game box looks nothing like a box, but like a book. And, in my opinion, this is an excellent presentation. Maybe this thing will be a bit troublesome to keep around if you want a complete box, but really, can't complain. Opening the book, or the box, whatever you like most, reveals yet another artwork on a padded internal cover. The art book. Notice the cut here to take everything out without problems. And the game. The game case doesn't show anything new, the same front cover as the European version, with the back looking exactly like the other box. Inside the case we go. Nothing out of the ordinary, the game on the right and the manual on the left. Now, will the manual be in color? And it is. Xseed, wonderful job. It's all in English, and a quick comparison with the standard European manual. Only logos and warnings have been changed, which is a good thing, as this is one of the few manuals that actually explain how the game works rather than pointing to in-game tutorials. To the art book we go. And though it doesn't an art cover like the European book, it features the same amount of content, just arranged in a different way. As the American art book is the same size as the game, and not as a CD like in the European version, drawings are bigger, and the only downside to this arrangement is that bindings get in the way when looking at artwork spanning 2 pages, but at least here there are no pages glued together. Last, the music CD, which is the same as the European version, minus the case. Same 7 tracks, and nothing else to say. So, The Last Story finally hits North America, and Xseed don't disappoint. It's an excellent edition. I really like the idea of the book-like box. There is a color manual, art book, music CD as a bonus. There is nothing much else to say. Yeah, if the CD was inside the box from the start and not just loose, it would have been better, but that's nitpicking at its worst. It's a beautiful edition. Go and buy it, and I really hope Xseed will put this much effort in all their future releases. This is how you make people want to buy physical boxes. Simple as that. Thumbs up, Xseed. WII, over and out.